Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Trotter, aka Miclo, Commissioner of the East Texas Fantasy Football League, and beside me, as always, is Lee, Vice President and Director of Operations. Welcome back to our second season. We figured after our inaugural season, everyone was real hyped up, so we're going to bring it back for our second one. We will have weekly uploads and videos. We want to give a shout out to last year's winner, which was Ricardo Bautista, aka Rules and Reg Rick. He came in first place in his first season with the league, and our runner-up was Lee with, what was your team name last season?
Show me your TDs.
Show me your TDs. Alrighty. This season we've added a few different things to the league. We've added individual defensive players, so each person will be able to pick a lineman, a linebacker, or a cornerback to add to the fantasy squad, as well as some scoring changes. Quarterbacks that have over 200-yard and 300-yard games, and also more negative points for defensive teams that give up more than 300, 400, and 500 yards. We have also removed Lalo from the league due to inactivity, and we've added Jonathan Verona, aka Big John. He'll be joining us this season. All right.
You didn't see some matchup?
You'll have to pull that out now. So this season we've got 12 teams in the league. Starting off with myself, the Walking Dez. We have Oliver Cornelio as Dak to the future. Eric Sanchez is the Bompton Bargers. Juan Ruiz coming in strong with the Under the Influence after Wentz, the quarterback for the Eagles. We got Wiggins. His team name is From A to Zeke. Jason's coming strong with the team Fam. Ricardo is the Heavy Eaters. Saul is El Culiador. We have Jolito with the Steel Curtain. Joan is Every Day I'm Rustling. As Lee is Build That Wall. And Young Surge is Surge Boomin'.
So everyone, changed it to say what, you and Jolito?
Me and Jolito are the same, and that is it. Everyone else in the league is staying the same, except we did add John. Our week one matchups are pretty good. You have myself, the Walking Dez, against Lee. We have Serge Boomin, Sergio against John. We have Oli versus Jolito. We have
Eric versus Saul.
Then we have Juan versus Rick. And we have Young Wiggins versus Jason. That's always a fun matchup. With Rick winning first place, he has been given the first pick overall. He has since then decided that he wants to take the third pick overall. So we will be drawing names this evening. We will pick 1 and 2. Then after that, we will be going straight to 3 through 12. As Lee will pick, and I'll be writing them down. Our draft will be held next week on Saturday at the Sports Zone. Josh Collins' bar there downtown. Do you remember the time? Is it 8:30? 8 o'clock. Y'all are, if you're over 21, you're welcome to join us. Otherwise, the draft will be online. Oli and Jolito, you guys were on auto draft last year after y'all said you knew what you were doing. Oli, you had the first pick overall. I've never seen such a travesty. We need to be there. If you have any questions, you need to get a hold of me in the week before. Don't wait until Saturday evening when we're lining up out there.
Shouldn't we give credit to the last place?
We're a stat-driven league, and 2 years ago, Fat Jason managed to win a handful of games, and Skinny Jason last year came through with, was it 1 win?
1 win.
1 win. We do have some people that wanted to join the league. Unfortunately, we thought 12 was the perfect number. If everyone stays active and we stay competitive, we'll keep this, but if we have any duds again, we might relegate down and bring some new people in. So we've also talked we're going to do a trophy, and we'll probably do a pot. If any of the viewers or people watching have any ideas, we'll definitely take those into account as well.
You ever think about doing rings?
Yes. Rings is something that we have brought up before. A championship ring would be swag as hell. If we all do, I think it was 150, we should still have a purse for the winner and maybe a second place purse, and enough money will go to the rings. We're open to ideas and options, and we will announce those when we do our live draft at the Sports Zone this next weekend coming up. So without further ado, we're going to get into the draft order, as Lee will be picking, and I'll mark them down here. So Keep it above the table. We got to keep this legit.
All right. First one. First pick goes to Serge Boomin.
Bless it. Young Serge.
Bet you're gonna bust.
Oh yeah, he'll autograph again. All right.
Second pick goes to Back to the Future.
And then third pick is going to be the Heavy Eaters with Rick. Oh, please don't let me pull
Fourth
this.
pick.
The Bompton Bargers, Eric. Man.
Dude, I get 5.
Don't put me last.
Freaking Reese.
Juan Ruiz, you have the 5th pick in this year's draft. Oh my goodness.
Jolito steals current.
Jolito, you're picking 6th.
I got 7 in my last one, hopefully. Gosh dang it.
Scotty Wiggins, you're coming in strong with that 7th pick, man. You can pick my name anytime. John, you're coming in 8th. Real quick, before we announce this next one, last year as Lee and I did this together, and as Lee sat here very patiently as every name was called, when it came down to the last 2, I let him pick so he wouldn't call shenanigans, and he still didn't pick himself, and he got the 12th pick of the draft.
And so comes in with number 9.
Oh my god, you and I are bottom 3 no matter what happens.
Oh. That sucks. And here comes, oh, Jason.
Miclo coming in with number 10. Hey, this is almost like Tradegate coming through.
And number 11.
You didn't pick last this year. And
So, who's going on, Jason?
Mr. Irrelevant, a well-deserved last pick is going to be Fam, a.k.a. Jason.
I'm just glad Jason's going last because we're both probably going to go for the same player.
Oh, y'all have discussed this a little bit?
Well, from the previous, or last week, we were in another fantasy league.
Oh,
And he was trying to trade the player I got first pick.
for Stafford?
Nah. Oh, no.
All right, guys, so the draft order is as follows. Surge with Surge Booming is picking 1st. Little Oli with Dak to the Future is picking 2nd. Ricardo with the Heavy Eaters 3rd. Nice. Hey. Juan Ruiz with Under the Influence is 5th. Jolito Still Curtin 6th. Wiggins, A to Zeke 7. Joan with Every Damn Rustling 8. Uribe with El Culiador 9. Miclo with The Walking Dead 10. As Lee with the Build That Wall 11. And Jason with that Strong Fam coming in 12. We will be doing a snake draft, meaning that when Jason picks 12th, he will also pick 1st in the 2nd round, and it'll go back around. If you guys have any comments, questions, or ideas, let us know in the group chat or post it here on the video. Has Lee got anything to add?
No cheating this season, you know.
Yes, okay, also that's another big thing we made is trade. Trades can only be approved or vetoed by myself. With that being said, we do have a board of myself, Vice President as Lee, and Rules and Regs Rick, because Rick is the most mature out of all of us, and he doesn't have any family ties to any of us, and he doesn't care about you. And the reason I say that is he wouldn't show up for this show, but he said he'll be here for the next one. So there will be a 3-person panel. I understand last year, Juan Ruiz in particular was concerned about a trade that got declined. We are running the No Fun League this year, and we will be strictly business. With Jason being exiled to Dallas, I would like to hope that there's not going to be a whole lot of bad things.
I thought they were losing picks.
They were, but the computer won't let me make them lose. You have to pick each round. Last year, I was able to get Oli and me to switch. This year, I even called Rick about it. It wasn't going to happen. We're using the same format, same system, and everything. That's why I said this almost turned into Tradegate, except for you and Jolito. If you and Jolito switched, this would have been Tradegate come true.
I think we should switch then. It's only fair.
We'll take that into account. That's when the camera cuts out. But anyway, we'll see y'all next Saturday night.
Well, it's still benefits for Jason because he's first pick next round.
2nd round, yeah.
I'd rather just stay where I'm at then, I'll get 2nd pick.
That's kind of why I'm okay at 10. You said it's 8 o'clock for sure, Central?
No, not for
Let's look that up real quick. Bear with us, folks. My cameraman's on my phone.
sure. Where would it be?
It should be right there. All right. So we are 8 o'clock Central on September 2nd at the Sports Zone Bar. Wiggins, you're in Alaska. I don't know if y'all are a day ahead of us or something, or a day behind. You might be picking on a Friday afternoon. And we will be at the Sports Zone, like I said. Feel free to join us, even if you're not in the league. I know last year we had a couple outsiders come, and we appreciate it.
If Scott can do it all the way from Alaska on time,
Yes.
no one else has an excuse.
If
for
Scotty
all the
NF Wiggins can do it on time, Oli and who else was it? Oli and Jolito. Y'all should learn. Jolito, this is your 4th season, and you've never picked a player on your own in your life. So let's make that happen, guys. let's have fun. And y'all think about what we want to do as far as a prize. If we want to do rings, I need to know. And also, if anyone's trading their picks, I need to know by Wednesday at the latest. I'm putting this in the system today. Anybody at all wants to trade picks, I have to know by Wednesday, we'll say 8 o'clock p.m. Good to go?
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll see y'all next week.
One more thing.
Oh, go ahead.
I think Juan should agree with the rings because he's never going to see a ring.
That is true. Wonder Weiss is an Eagles fan, and they've never won a ring in their life. So, Wonder Weiss, you might have a chance to bring a ring home for Philly, big guy.
Getting a customer to put a little eagle in there.
And
Not really.
And we're not talking about ring pops, big guys. We're talking about bling. All right. Thank y'all, and have a good one.